and welcome to or back to my channel. You can call me Ray. If you find today's video helpful in any way at all, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as always so that you know every single time I upload. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Hey, did you miss my face? Probably not. I'm sick of looking at it too. So I'm sure you guys have read the topic of today's video, and if not, I can't read too. So today we are discussing some of my favorite romance mods to include in The Sims 4, because without mods, this game... I like to make my playthroughs a little bit more spicy because it's kind of missing flavor without the mods, to be honest. And if you're at all as invested in fictional romance as much as I am, then you'll probably really enjoy these mods. So I have this recommendation list for you. And of course, I saved the best for last, so stick around till the end of the video. Do you like my shirt? It's young blood, not young blue. Please don't be in love with someone else. So first, I would like to introduce Stop Random Flirting. Stop Randomly Flirting, I think the mod is called. Recently, I had my heart, yes, my heart, absolutely broken. Not in real life, in The Sims. I invested months worth of Sims time into a Sims character, specifically a love interest for my Sim. I had planned their children, their wedding, how they're gonna die, if they'll be buried or just sent off into the ocean. I planned all of it. I was beyond excited because I typically don't play Sims the right way. I took my main Sim, out on a public outing with her boyfriend, who she was gonna spend the rest of her life with, and I did it so that they could enjoy the date together after, you know, a nice little woohoo session. And obviously after they have woohoo, usually they're pretty like feeling frisky afterwards. And needless to say, my mans was still in a flirty mood when we got somewhere, and I invited her best friend to come with them too, which I guess was a bad idea. So then right in front of her, he starts flirting with the best friend, like literally right in front of her. I'm not exaggerating that. And because he's flirty, he's stuck like in this infinite flirty loop. So then their romance bar just keeps going down and down and down, and I can't do anything because I don't have control of him. The romance bar dropped so low that the relationship was no longer salvageable. All this time that I've invested into this man out the window, just like real life. Well, you know what? I don't really want that shit to happen in real life. And now my Sim has chronic depression. I just hit my arm, kind of hurt. So then this mod removes that random flirting when they're feeling flirty, because who does that? I'm not sure if everyone is aware of this, but sometimes Sims will autonomously start flirting with other Sims right in front of their significant other if they're in a flirty mood. This is especially true if you have story progression mods installed in your game like I do, because story progression mods really move everything along instead of keeping families stagnant and not doing anything. It does not matter if your Sim is in a committed relationship of 16 years with 2 kids and a cat. If they are flirty and want to make, they will make. So I do recommend this mod if you have other mods installed like Wicked Whims or even MC Command Center, because it will help prevent all that nastiness for no reason, unless you like that, I guess. But this is helpful if you're trying to create a faithful relationship, especially with faithful characters, because sometimes this stuff is just completely out of character for your Sims. Next up, I have the Simda dating app, which I know I've mentioned before, but this is a really important romance mod, and I'm gonna go over it just like more in detail this time as to why you should get it. So we kind of live in a digital world now where a lot of us do meet our significant others through the internet or through even phone applications. I know some of you probably met your significant other in a shady chat room after, you know, sharing a common interest of feet or something obscure like that. Simda adds that online social presence specifically for dating, and it makes other Sims a lot more accessible to your Sim, because before it was like difficult to find good-looking Sims. I mean, you just see random townies and you're like, is this really it? Not only does the phone allow you to choose specific dates, choose a blind date, or even a one-night stand, the computer allows you to enter a chat room. creepy, right? So you can technically experience a long distance relationship, which I really like, you know, especially considering that Sims usually don't live in the same world as one another. And it really just shouldn't be all that easy to travel back and forth when you have one Sim that lives in Brindleton Bay and the other lives in like San Myshuno, and they're at each other's house like every day. In my mind, I imagine these places are kind of like far from each other. You can continue an online romance for however long you want, because as long as you're in the chat room chatting with that specific person, your romance bar will actually go up with them. You can also filter out single Sims with this mod, which is really helpful because I'm so sick of asking people if they're married, only to be let down by the fact that they are married and then realize that I have to be a homewrecker for like the 15th time just in this save file. You can also opt to have blind dates that are only the same age as your Sim, and you can add more aspiration goals to both the serial romantic aspiration and the soulmate aspiration. Simda dates can fill holiday traditions, and most importantly, it adds pregnancy chances if you want. Of course, this is an extremely diverse mod, but I think my most favorite aspect of this mod is like the concept of long distance relationships and how it makes it so much easier. Number 3 is the bed cuddle mod. I feel like I can forgive very many things. I've forgiven a lot of really shitty things. This one is not one of them. I cannot forgive whatever the this is. Are they sleeping in 2 separate beds pushed together? Why does it look like that? What the hell is going on here? This was a feature that was a part of The Sims 2. Sims would autonomously cuddle in bed together, entirely unprompted, and it usually would be done when the Sims were like close to waking up. You know, like couples do in real life, because that's what people do. Let's take away that awkward barrier. Like these couples are like siblings that were forced to sleep in the same bed on vacation because mom could only afford 2 beds and she needs a whole one to herself. Let's take that away and make couples actual couples. Cuddling is one of the best parts of being in a relationship, in my opinion at least. I love cuddling. I'm very high maintenance. Bless my fiance, bless his heart. And in my opinion, we don't get enough options for cuddling in The Sims. Morning cuddles are some of the best cuddles, as long as you're not facing each other with the morning breath, but I digress. So easily, I think that this is a mod that we all need. So of course, the passionate romance mod needs to be included in this list. This is not a real mods list if we do not include mods by sacrificial. You can't have a mod video without at least one sacrificial mod video in it, babe. So this mod allows you to take romantic selfies, and it also includes new interactions that were transferred over from The Sims 2, because everyone loves interactions from The Sims 2, really. An example would be now you can goose your Sims, which is super important in a relationship. They can also snuggle, romantic hug, and make out now. You know, I'm so sick of the passionate kiss option in The Sims 4. Like, what the is that? Who does this? It's cringe. Like, that's sickening. I can't stand it. And of course, Sims will increase their romantic relationships by using these interactions. They do count as romance. So if you're a little cheater, beware. That is considered cheating in The Sims 4. And then the slow dancing mod actually pairs very well with this, because it is another mod by Sacrificial that is intended to go with this mod. I need slow dancing in my games, especially when it comes to my weddings. Really, it's beyond me why EA chose to not include slow dancing as a wedding goal at an event. This mod is just basically a romantic interaction that includes slow dancing. It's perfect for any event, really, like a wedding or a prom, and even on certain dates it's totally appropriate, but not appropriate in the middle of a dance club. It does repetitively increase your romance, which means that as long as you're doing it, the romance bar kind of just keeps slowly going up. It's not like a one-time interaction thing and then they get 1 point or something. Your Sims will easily gain affection sentiments, which I find so adorable when they're dancing together, and I think that's just really cute and intimate. Another animation that I find super freaking adorable is the pillow talk mod. This mod makes it so that instead of immediately falling asleep like a weirdo after sexy time, your Sims will actually interact with each other and just be cute together. I have never in real life heard of a couple immediately falling asleep after engaging in intimacy. I'll tell you what, if someone did that to me, I'd probably leave. Yeah, it would be weird to just kind of fall asleep, like immediately after. The Pillow Talk mod, of course, adds some realism, and it's just too adorable. I mean, it's really cute. It's a cute way to finish off. Next is Road to Romance. This is a mod that allows new and cute interactions just depending on your level of romance. You get a new romance skill, which also presents new interactions. Like Simda, you can go on dates through the computer, but it's not like long distance computer relationship dates. You can kind of just select a date on the computer and go on a date with them. You can also set up a like Match.com profile. Does anyone use Match.com? It adds some new moodlets, and honestly, in my opinion, it's a pretty big mod, and I like it. You can tell someone that you love them, which I find super cute, and you can even charm the room, which makes the entire room flirty, and if you don't have the Stop Random Flirting mod, then that might go terrible. You can post about your relationship online and show off your partner, which I find so freaking cute. Really, there's just so much that you can do with this mod that I highly encourage just getting it for yourself and kind of testing it out and seeing what it can do. It really just adds a new level of romance to your game, and I can appreciate that. So last on this list, and probably my favorite out of all these mods, is Woohoo Wellness, and I have Woohoo Wellness on my mods list again because I do find that it is a very important romance mod to have. This mod does include the ugly parts of romance as well as some really precious parts of romance, like having children together. You can go through actual divorce processes, or you can catch your significant other cheating and really do something about it instead of just standing around like a piece of shit while you get angry. But then, of course, all is well after we take a few photos on the camera and a few woohoo sessions, and we're good to go again. Woohoo Wellness also really adds some new realism to The Sims 4 and relationships in The Sims 4. If you have a non-hetero couple, then there are more options to adopt children, and just as well, you can now have a surrogate. It makes the process of having children a lot more realistic and also inclusive. This mod takes cheating to new heights, as I have mentioned before, which I think is very important when you're playing with romance aspects in The Sims 4. And it makes separation so much more constructed and well thought out so that you can really relive your parents' divorce. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.